Dude, let me tell you, here is how I know that everyone in my office is a terrible, terrible person. Terrible person, dude. We cannot have nice things at all. We were at our Friday meeting, and
Okay.
um like everybody in the office goes to the Friday meeting too. It's not just like the people who have like departments or anything. And our boss opens the conversation with one of our coworkers hit a deer on the way to work.
Oh shit! Seriously?
Yeah, that's what we did. We laughed.
Yeah, like, that's the only appropriate response. Like,
Yeah,
what the fuck?
right? Like, well, they're like, and they're like, "What do you mean he hit a deer? He's like 5 feet tall. Did he like skate right under it?" What? And then another dude from the other side of the room was like, "Who paid the deer?"
That's so perfect, dude. That's the only response. That's the only response when someone.
We can't have nice things.
Like
we can't have nice
No.
things. So, anyway, what
Did they do it in a Govey?
No, it was on his motorcycle.
Oh fuck! Was he okay?
Yeah, he's alive. I mean,
He's
I'm sure
alive.
he's hurt.
Did he break anything? Did he get fucked up?
I think he
Fuck his
like
bike
broke,
up.
I think he like broke 3 ribs and fucked up his scapula pretty good.
That's not okay, Hugh. Like that's not.
Well, I mean, he's alive.
God, you're fucking
no, yeah. But my thing, of course, then like now that people have chimed in and they've said some shit. He's got like a new shoulder. Oh, he's got a new hip and a new knee on the same side, and so I'm like, now, I think if he fucked up his left scapula, dude, he's gonna have like 4 times as much torque on one side of his body. The dude's gonna be more machine than man here, real quick.
Yeah, it's fact. That's fact. That's fact. It's okay though. It's
yeah.
Okay. Still
but he's okay. He's okay. I want to be clear about that.
That's all I care about. Like that's
it's not that
all
we
I
laughed
care
at
about.
him and then he was like, "Yeah, by the way, he died." No, he's okay. I'm pretty sure he'll be at work on Monday.
So for everyone, thank you for joining Liberty Risk Podcast. We appreciate you guys. We put a comment in there. It was supposed to be for me and Hugh, but we fucking just decided to air our private chat out for everybody because
I forgot we have a private chat.
Anyway, dude,
that's pretty fucking sweet, dude.
This thing's massive, man. It's so. I mean, I'm using the flag as a reference at this point. It's just a massive sign, but it's awesome. So, like our local company that does all our signs for work gifted that to me, and I told you earlier you're getting one also. So
nice.
Now it gives me an excuse to drive the fuck up there to deliver it.
Yeah, we've needed an excuse.
Yeah, honestly, because when we're on opposite ends of the fucking East Coast, pretty much.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, no, dude, it's awesome. It's what they do there is pretty fucking dope. So, Graphics House in Garner, North Carolina. Stacy's the best. Her husband's awesome. He's an artist. If you're ever in that area, just stop in and just look at their fucking the stuff they make. So it's like small downtown North Carolina town, right by the railroad. Sure. The railroad runs right by it. When you park to get out in front, if you look, all the businesses, signs out front and logos are all done by them. So it's literally like one
free advertising for their company.
One big fucking street long showroom. It's the craziest thing. I'll take a picture next time I'm over there because I'm gonna have to pick up stuff for work and I'll put it on the socials and stuff. But it's pretty cool what they do there. They have huge CNC machines and stuff in the back. I mean, industrial. They're fucking massive.
Those are fucking nice with like the downdraft table, so your fucking debris doesn't go everywhere, and the vacuum collection and like changes the heads and everything for you. I love those things, man.
It's so fucking crazy.
I could nerd out for those in a while.
Yeah, you get to deal with all that cool shit when you're fucking up sometimes. I don't. I'm like, oh my god, this is great. Like fucking clown, you know what I mean? Like a little kid on Christmas morning. Well, no, she did amazing work. I mean, she literally took our logo and made it.
It's fucking cool, man.
She brought it to life. So it's pretty dope. I appreciate what they do over there.
Nice. Speaking of clowns, you look pretty red in the face.
Dude, I've been drinking since early this morning. It's been great.
It's been great.
It's one of those days, man. I'm just alone. I don't have kids. I feel like getting fucked up. I can't even talk. It's so bad.
Drink the alcohol. So it's funny because you started drinking
number 2.
You started drinking at what time?
10:30.
It's not bad. That's a good start time, I feel.
It's good. Like I made breakfast this morning, had some orange juice. I was like, why is there not vodka in it? And I was like joking with myself because this is my sad ass life. So I put vodka in it and I went, this is how my day's going.
Yeah. Yeah. No, there's on Labor Day
from there.
On Labor Day for my brother's birthday, we go down to the 7-Eleven and get slushies and go down to the liquor store and get a bottle of vodka and make vodka slushies. It's just like a thing that we do.
Yeah, nothing beats a cheap bottle of Smirnoff.
Right?
It's
whatever. That's funny though, because you started drinking at 10:30. I stopped drinking at 2. It was really
so bad, dude. You fell asleep. I woke up and just fucking was like, oh, let me just pick up where he left off.
Have you ever been on a booze cruise? And I don't mean like you guys snuck alcohol back on board the boat when you were leaving port call in Japan or anything like that.
No, I've done that too, but yes.
Dude, I'd never been on one before. And I'll tell you what, that might be the fucking plan. I was telling my brother so we went on this booze cruise. The Thomas Layton is an old ship here in Portsmouth Harbor. And it's like an hour and a half. They go down out into the Atlantic, Ochen, and back. I thought it was just going to be like the boat and like you could eat, drink and just kind of hang out. No, there was like a full band. Like it was like
party,
dude. It was like late 90s and early 2000s, just fucking banger after banger. We were like jumping up and down, fucking getting after it for like for the hour and a half the boat was underway. We were fucking my feet hurt.
It's great. You're slowly stumbling.
My feet hurt. Yeah, there's like
awesome. When'd you do this?
Literally last night.
Oh, this was last night. Oh shit, dude.
Yeah. So we were out on the boat and there was like 2 or 3 bridal parties. So there was like 40 woo girls all drinking like pussy juice shots and tipping like $20 a piece. And then so it's like it's 3 decks and it's gotta be that capacity, like 150 people or some shit like that. It might even be more, honestly. The food though, like food is in like air quotes, because it's like hot dogs and like giant pretzels.
I love it.
But like beer is $4. If you don't care what you're drinking.
Yes, but dude, they're fucking great. We used to take because I grew up on the North Shore of Long Island, so the harbor. We used to take them out of there. I mean, they're all fucking go down the South Shore of Long Island. They're fucking great.
Dude, it was me, my brother, his wife, our sister, and our friend Sean. And our sister leaves the house. She tells her boyfriend, she's like, hey, I'm going out dressed as a lesbian tonight. How do I look? And he's like, I don't know. I can't tell anymore. It used to just be you were a lesbian. Now maybe it's just an identity crisis. So you look like one or the other. I'll tell you that. So then
I meant to ask you, how far are you away from? No. How far are you away from Rockland, Maine?
I think I actually was just in Rockland, Maine. Is that north?
Okay, so the reason I don't know. So the reason I ask is there's a.
Yeah, dude! I literally went up there to see my buddy Jesse from deployment. Yeah, it was about 2.5 hours.
So Rockland, Maine, you should look this up. Every year they have a lobster festival, which obviously
I was just up there for that.
Was the Navy ship there?
Yes, my buddy is on the Delbert Black.
So his ship pulled in.
Yeah.
Oh, I was on the Way City. The Way City was chosen that year.
Dude, it was cool.
So anyway,
I think I got
my buddy. I'm gonna tell you quick. If you want to hear the most military shit ever, so we met some chicks out in town at one of the bars because we're
naturally go on
out of our fucking minds. I'm in my early 20s, not a care in the world, no kids, no wife, nothing. Met some women out in town. We went back to their house, and my buddy is practicing making babies with her upstairs, right?
Naturally.
All right. Anyway, I have this oh shit moment, look down at my fucking watch and realize we have 15 minutes for the last Liberty launch to get back to the fucking ship. Nice. So we're running down this fucking street. It's whatever street is straight off that pier.
Yeah.
We were at the top of that hill, like all the way in the corner, like in the woods. We're running and we're screaming, right? So we get there and the fucking BMC was like, guys, don't worry. We're missing a lot of people. We're probably where you fucking were. We're doing another launch after this. This one's gone. Don't worry. You're not in trouble. Like no one's in trouble. And I said, Chief, I want your word. He's like, you're not in trouble. I promise you.
He's like, you're not getting my word.
So all of a sudden the girls, because there was 4 of us and there's 5 girls and they followed us to the fucking pier.
Oh shit.
So you know how there's the pier and then there's like a lower pier?
Yeah.
Bunny takes the chick down to the lower pier and she's just fucking, she's got a mouthful of man meat right? This piece of shit human being hears our fucking chief go, let's go. Liberty Lost is coming in. He goes, zip it up, motherfuckers. He puts his foot on this chick's forehead and kicks her into the fucking water and runs the fuck back up to the top pier. And fuck was like, Chief, you saw nothing. He was like, get the fuck on the boat.
Oh, man.
It was bad, dude. We're like, dude, we still don't know how to swim. Like, what the fuck just happened? Like, because the best part was we were pulling anchor in the morning and fucking leaving. So we were gone.
I think I accidentally activated my Google Home somehow.
Oh, I've done that.
That was weird. That's a fucking great story. I can, I wouldn't say match it, but I can get it up there. My brother, who's a sailor, but like an actual sailor, not like a Navy one or anything like that.
Yeah.
Because he is who he is, he banged his wife on the boat last night, both in the port and starboard bathroom. Because obviously there's one, so you gotta get the match.
You gotta even it out. You gotta
even it out.
Yeah, come on.
Dude, we were talking on that boat last night. I was like, maybe this is the jam. Maybe we kick the government into the fucking wind. We go buy a fucking boat and just do fucking booze cruises. They were talking to this guy, this old mate. They're like, hey, it's his birthday. I can't tell you have to flash him, but it'd be cool if you did. And then like a ton of people would, as he would walk by, they were just like dumping him out for this dude. He's like 74. It was great.
Let's invest.
It was great.
Invest. My next big commission check, we're gonna fucking make an investment.
So we do the booze cruise. We get back at like 10. We go to this shithole dive bar. That's not fair. We go to a bar that's on a pier.
Shithole dive bar. Good talk.
Drink there until like 11:30ish. Then we go to the shithole dive bar downtown, and we do like karaoke and like buckets of Jello shots until like.
Was that the one that had like the saloon doors?
No, different one.
Do you know which one I'm talking about?
Yeah. I don't want to say the name of the place because
no. Don't. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that either. But the one with the saloon doors,
they're not there anymore. Billy, you haven't been up here since like 2004. Okay.
No, but that one had an upper deck. And you
sound just like all the retired fucking chiefs that are like,
the San Diego still have this dive that I went to back in 1983.
Yes. No,
dude, my buddy was on the fucking second deck patio and threw up over the railing, and it landed in a fucking stroller. Fucking people pushing their baby down the street, and he got arrested. He got fucking arrested for it.
Listen, if I've said it before, I'll say it again. Fuck them kids, man.
Yeah. So wait, hold on. I have children. You've been around.
Yeah,
and you've said it to them. No,
I say it in front of my nieces and nephews all the time. Bastards! You don't have to pay taxes. Enjoy your life. Stop crying.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, so we were drinking.
Rockland's a nice town.
1:30 in the morning, and then I got home at 2, and I had to let the dog out and hang out with him for a bit and make sure I wasn't going to vomit. I was like, all right, cool, time for bed.
Dude, that's really how I'm going
to 2:15.
I'm literally going, why is the sun still up? Like, what is happening?
Is the sun still up, or is it just the number of lights you have?
No, it's the sun still up.
Okay.
I'm starting.
You gonna be okay over there?
Oh yeah, I'm good.
No, you gonna make it an hour?
Like, I actually want to go out. Like, I want to fucking go party, dude.
You have one of those. Just like normally, I don't like to go out and be around people or other spaces.
Now, I want.
But today, there was a shitty country bar where like you could always find local people and maybe even their kids. I would go to that place.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you just fill that thing back up?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
What are we doing here? I mean, Jesus Christ, our fucking logo has fucking 3 glasses in it, and there's only 2 of us. I mean, come on.
Oh yeah, I guess we gotta drink a 3. Oh, the third one's for the homies. There you go.
Sorry, I was taking a drink. Yeah, that's it. No, dude, I'm just trying to cut loose, man. I don't have much time by myself or fucking time off and shit, so I'm just trying to fucking relax. You know what I mean?
Dude, that shit's important, man. I'm
headed to the range tomorrow. I got a range day tomorrow with this new.
Oh yeah, drink before the range. That's a good idea.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I'll be sober.
That's one of those things that I don't understand. Like my friends that have kids and shit, they're like, oh yeah, no, on my day off, I like to like clean the house and organize and like get rid of. No, like you should enjoy yourself. Go like just day drink on the couch. Like watch Rick and Morty all fucking day. Go out and get a plate of nachos or some poutine and have a couple fucking beers. Like you got to relax. You got to fucking unwind. One of my friends, they weren't going to come out with us a couple nights back. They're like, oh, well, no, I have this, that, and the other. Started rattling off all this shit that they have to do. And we're just like, no, that's all your kids' shit, dude. That none of that is you. You
Yeah.
need to fucking relax, man. Like, I'm not saying you need to go out and blow the fucking bank, but come out and have a beer.
It's
we're
really
not going to talk about work. Like, we're just going to complain about dumb stuff that like we have no control over.
Yeah.
Like, you have to unwind and relax, and the constant perpetual state of fear that like, yeah, time is a construct, and unfortunately we have to live our life by it, but that doesn't mean we have to let it control our fucking lives. You have people out here that are like, I mean, we do it in the military. We can't like, oh man, if I get to sleep at this time, I can have X many hours until I have to get up for watch. And like, then do you even sleep? Do you even get good sleep? Fuck no, you don't, man. So you have the time off. You need to fucking relax and unwind. Go for a hike, go for a bike ride, shoot a bunch of guns, fight a midget, do a run or something like that.
Dude, I want to do midget throwing so bad.
Oh, like with the handles? You like yeet them into the target?
Yeah, like the Velcro fucking thing. Like, yeah, I want to do that.
It's not even illegal. That's the best part.
No, you can like order it as like a fucking party thing. Like it's fucking crazy.
Like 6 or
There's
7
like companies for it.
Yeah.
It's fucking nuts.
That's how like I get why other countries don't like us. But honestly, I mean, I hate other countries too if they were that cool and we were just right here.
Yeah, because we're fucked. We're assholes. We're total assholes.
Love it.
Dude, so speaking of asshole fucking moves by other countries, did you see the shit? Did you see the shit the fucking Taliban, ISIS fucks were parading our fucking equipment around? Did the fucking...
Yeah.
Okay. Dude, I'm sitting at my table fucking cleaning my new AR, right? Fucking putting some COP on it, blah, 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 fucking getting it all nice. And this shit comes on, and I'm just like, oh, God, if there was any time we could test our nukes, it'd be fucking right now. Like, it'd be so glorious. This shit's on live TV. And if we just fucking be like, oh, how many nukes we have? 17,000 or 1,715, 1,714, and just fucking let one go. That'd be fucking great.
That's a tough, man. I remember, I was
not really. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I would never, like, nuclear war is the most fucked up, like, it's the most fucked up thing that will ever happen. Is it though?
I say fucking do it.
This is okay. You know what it is? Hugh, I love your only today matters mentality.
You only have the time until you don't have the time.
Yes,
just fucking do it.
So yeah.
Like, I'm not like, just think about the sheer number of people we lost over 20 years in the war on terror. And I'm not saying a nuclear warhead would have ended it, but it certainly couldn't have hurt.
No.
Certainly couldn't have hurt. We were over there, dude. I didn't know this obviously until way later because I wasn't paying attention. But other countries are not like us. They have a budget in the military that eventually will run out. Yeah. There were countries we were working with that they were like, we got to go home. Like, what do you mean you got to go home? Like, oh, well, our country used its military budget for the year, so we'll be back next year.
Yes.
Okay, well, how does your country run its fiscal year by? March 15th? What do you mean you run your country? March 15th is the beginning of your fiscal year? Yeah. Okay, it's June. Oh, yeah, we don't have a lot of money for the military.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's wild. Man. You just fucking left? We call you a partner nation? Seriously? Like, we're carrying the whole fucking load.
You're one of our
wrecking the bell curve over here being Americans, dude. I'm not saying it wouldn't have helped, but it couldn't have hurt to try.
Yeah, it's
just pull it all out and just let them know. And we're done. We're fucking done.
Not just a nuke.
Like hey guys, you have 45 days to get all of your shit out of this country because we're gonna blow it up. We're gonna kill them all. Women, children, like I don't care.
5 Moabs, not nuke, but like 5 Moabs, just like fucking.
What you know? What you see all the simulations on Facebook every now and again when you're doing like a deep dive on the reels or whatever.
Yeah, I know exactly.
And it's like the simulation that's like, oh, if Russia did this, it's like we would all do this. Yeah. And I'm like, just pick a couple key targets, man. Just destroy the entire fucking infrastructure. Their currency is already worth fucking nothing. Nobody has any respect for their government or the way anybody does anything over there. And every time we tried to fucking help, it didn't fucking go the way. So what the fuck is the worst that could happen? What is honestly the worst that would have fucking happened if we were just like, you know what? Goodbye, Kabul. Goodbye, Bagram. Goodbye, Mazar Sharif. Goodbye,
Kabul.
Yeah. Bye.
Yeah. I mean, it's
and then as soon as we hit their major cities, we're gonna go in and go ahead and destroy our own fucking buildings because we already did that anyways. So we're gonna get rid of all the hangars. Any building that says command something on it, that's going.
that's
You get all the gear out of it. It's got to go. We're done.
As I pour more, I hope
Do
there's
you,
not
Boo-Boo?
an emergency that I have to drive to because can you Uber to an emergency? I mean, you could.
Like, could I Uber to an emergency or in
You
general?
could, right?
Like,
It's probably not a good look though.
like, could you wait to an emergency room or to an emergency?
Just an emergency, like if I had an emergency with like family or something.
Yeah, you could Uber to it. Yeah. What do they care? You're getting paid.
Still getting there, right? That's the way I look at it. Hey, look, I still showed up.
Yeah.
Well, you're drunk. But listen, semantics. Anyway, here.
You either needed me here or you didn't. All right,
Yeah.
you
Do you need to go home?
You don't get to
Because you're
dictate.
paying for the next Uber.
You don't get to dictate the condition in which I show up. Okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
All right, cool. That's
No,
what I'm
I'd be 100% for it.
like if you had an emergency and you were like, I just fucking need you to get here. If I showed up in Uber, you'd be like, hey, he showed up.
Yeah. I'll sober up while I'm here. I mean, you got to drive me home, but
yeah,
whatever. I mean, I can't even think of an emergency I would need to be sober for. It's an emergency. Everybody's panicking. I've been drinking. My blood pressure is low. My heart rate's low. I'm focused. I'm dialed in.
Oh, I'm about focus. My focus is a little fucked up right
Wow. Maybe dial it back order too then.
now.
You know what? Just be like, hey man, on the way there, can we stop and get me a Gatorade?
Dude, I bought fucking. So when I started this fucking deep dive into the bottom of a bottle today, I Instacarted fucking 2 Pedialyte advanced bottles, like the full bottles.
Yeah.
I bought fucking liquid IV because I'm gonna fuck that shit up in the morning.
Dude, you gotta take Tylenol tonight too.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like I'm not saying I'm a
Tylenol,
doctor or
little
anything, but what I
seltzer.
know is that like when I'm drinking, there's dehydration and swelling, and the swelling is the pain. So you take the Tylenol, counteract the swelling, drink 2 glasses of water before bed, or whatever your body size and shape is, drink water accordingly.
Yeah, which is a lot. So I just keep a gallon jug next to
Yeah.
the fucking bed.
You just keep fucking drinking water. Take like, a bunch of Tylenol. You'll be all right. It'll buff out.
Yeah, but I needed this. I needed this to fucking. Oh, dude. So it's been a rough week. So like my VA claim that I put in again for the third fucking time got denied again.
Why? Wait for what?
My dental stuff.
Oh yeah, the dental you definitely lost in the.
So the crazy part is they denied it, and then there's a line underneath goes, "It's definitely service connected, but we're denying it." It says it is service connected, but it is service connected, but denial stands.
Why? What does that mean?
I don't know. I have to get a fucking attorney now.
Like when you have to pay for?
It's something through the VFW. There's a guy I know.
Oh, okay.
Gonna do it. Yeah.
So it's like an advocate.
He's an attorney that does this shit.
Yes, but he's like an advocate
stuff.
or a veteran service rep or something like that.
It's like my VSO here is fucking
VSO.
trash.
That's what I was thinking of. Yeah.
My VSO here is a fucking worthless piece of shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucked my paperwork up twice.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very frustrating because it's in there. Like it's in.
That it says service connected and still denied is insane to me. That's like, hey man,
remind me before the next show
that we did this. We know we did this, but we're also not going to pay for it.
Remind me before the next show. Shoot me a text if you remember, and I'll read it off verbatim the way it's fucking written because it's so like. It's like getting slapped in the face by the Hulk when you're asleep. That's the way it felt when I read it.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
So what does that mean? Like they're just not going to cover any treatment or maintenance, or does that mean they're not going to like would it increase?
That's the whole thing, dude, is I had part of my fucking dental implant surgery on Thursday. I had my first ones done.
Well, that's what I'm asking. Are they going to pay for it? Is it a denial?
Yeah, it's all still getting paid for.
Is it a denial that they won't increase the?
They
amount
just
of money
won't increase my disability percentage. And what I really think the reasoning for it is because I'm at 90 and it would put me at 100.
Well, I don't think that's the case.
That's how I feel, though. Like that's how.
Yeah, no, it's fair to
Like,
feel
let me
that way
have
for
that.
sure.
Yeah, I mean, that's,
no.
Yes, that hurt. I'm sweating. You're like, what the
Little
fuck?
bitch. Shut the hell up. Whiny ass so bad.
That was the only appropriate response. Thank you. But yeah, it
it's gotta be
just
something
sucks,
like. Well, because what was the initial claim? Do you remember?
Well, the reason I've had all these dental problems is because of the injury I had while I was in the service. So I've had bone loss, loss of my teeth. You know what I mean? I've had to have all the upper.
You've had boner loss?
No, I don't have boner loss.
Oh, bone loss. Sorry.
Perks of being over 40, dude. You can just be like, I need the pill. And she's like, sure, here you go.
Yeah.
I got like 3 bottles of the fucking, what is this, sildenafil or whatever it's called, dude. This shit's great. I take them sometimes when I'm alone just to fucking see what happens. It's funny. I'm just like, oh, fuck, bro. I got a fucking boner.
That's not even
crazy.
that's not even like new. Like, there's an episode of Scrubs from like way back when it was like all guys close.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
And like tap your glass if you take the happy pill for fun, not because you need it.
Why is it discomfort or loss of some kind of above and beyond your last claim? Yeah, well, Kevin, so hold on, let me put this up here. So here, this is what I'll tell you.
Or loss of some kind above and beyond.
They've extracted all of my teeth. So that's like, I've talked to people. They've literally had to because.
What was the initial injury though?
Blunt force trauma. And then what it was is it caused my teeth to be loose.
Like from a fight, from a valve, from a door?
From an arrest.
So somebody punched you in the face?
Back of the arm.
All right, so somebody fucking hit
Wham.
you. Okay.
Yeah, hit me right under. It actually dislocated my jaw. The dude fucking hit me hard as fuck. The great part about it is we beat the brakes off of that motherfucker. It was awesome. I was in a shit ton of pain though, but I had immediate loose teeth. Like it was to the point where it almost knocked them out. Which would have been, it's almost like that thing where like if you sprain your ankle, the doctor would be like, it's better if you broke it.
Yeah.
So it would have been better if I lost the teeth than to have them loose, because what was happening was when they were loose, when I was eating, it was literally shaving the bone away.
Nasty.
So that's what happened.
Yeah.
So, and it's in my record, and it's also in my first
VA claim.
dental appointment, VA dental appointment. It's and doctor, I don't want to say her name.
Don't worry about it.
Doctor,
yeah,
flat out put in the notes, teeth will need to be extracted due to injury sustained while in the service.
Interesting.
And this is what's happening. And it's just been a complete denial. So there's no increase. I just never have. It's been denied. So the discomfort, the pain, and everything was there. And also, when you pull my fucking teeth out and you leave 6 teeth in my head, and now I'm fucking 42, I'm wearing dentures, that's the problem. Like, if I didn't have the injury, I wouldn't be in this position.
I do hear good things, though, about people like who have to get the attorneys for that kind of shit. Like, I hear like really good things. People like when they get like the actual attorney, they're like, the VA's usually like, beans. Yeah, we should have done that. And then they unfuck it. Takes a while, but back pay. It's always nice to get more money. It's always nice to get fucking more money than you thought you were gonna get. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, Kevin, I've already done all that. Like, I've literally done everything I've needed to. So he said, get a medical evaluation from your dentist and the second dentist about the whole ordeal, and then the VA rep has to follow their. I've done all of that. So when I went for this last.
Well, this would be interesting. You definitely have to tell us like how these conversations with this lawyer dude goes, because that's gonna be fucking good information.
So I put the claim in with the VSO to try to get the fuck shit going through. Went and they sent me down to Fayetteville, met with this fucking dentist. Okay. I thought, so I brought all my active duty records. And I brought all this fucking information to show them. I thought I was meeting with a dentist. I met with a dental assistant who pulled me into an office. I want to say names that I'm not going to, but this individual flat out told me to my face, this is most likely going to get denied. The VA banks on you not even showing up. I said, well, am I meeting with a dentist today? And she goes, no. I'm going to ask you 5 questions, and your answers determine whether or not we're going to move forward. What?
Interesting.
But this isn't the first time I've heard of this. No,
I've definitely heard about this kind of stuff before.
Yeah. So what it is I almost feel like the VA is intentionally putting these so it's through this organization called OTC.
Mm-hmm.
I think I got that right. Anyway, it's either QTC or OTC. It's one of the two. So after you do the appointment, you're supposed to call them and tell them you finished the appointment. So I called the number and told them, hey, I just finished my appointment. This is who I met with. I gave them names. I said that I want to reconfirm the address. Do you have all this? Can you please put these in the notes under my claim? Yes. 2 days later, I get a call. Hey, can we speak to Mr. Rubino? Yeah, this is him. Yeah, this is so-and-so from fucking OTC. We just want to make sure. Did you show up to your appointment? And I just flat out asked her, I said, are you fucking kidding me? Probably not the best response, but I'm like, ma'am, I literally called the girl in the parking lot from the Fayetteville fucking location.
Mm.
And this is exactly what she goes, oh, I see it now. I said, well, that's great.
That's the
so then I went like this. I went, is the next person going to miss it too? And she goes, sir, you don't have to be like that. I said, yes, I do.
Have to, but I get to. You only have the
yes,
one
I do,
job
because
you're not reading the fucking file.
Yeah, I said, yes, I do, because, and it's almost exactly what I said. I said, yes, I do, because you're not doing your job correctly. I said, the crazy part is, if I don't do my job correctly, it could fuck people up.
Yeah.
And she was like, sir, everything's taken care of. I said, can I please get your name and your employee ID number? She gave it to me. I said, thank you. I'm going to be calling tomorrow and asking specifically for you. And for the next 5 days, we're going to go over my record together. Fucking hung up the phone.
I get a lot of grief from my admin friends who's like, you always shit all over admin. Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Because as a person who's not allowed to make mistakes, admin apparently gets away with a shit ton of them, and you know how to hide it. I'm just a fucking crotchety, angry person. So I went down to drill 2 weekends ago, and I have one eval missing from my record. It's like one of the only full year evals I have in the last 8 years. So I went to the admin guy and I was like, hey man, can you send this to PERS 92 for me? He's like, well, you can do that. And I was like, I do know that. Yes. I've done that. I'm kind of hoping that because of who we work for, that letterhead carries some extra weight and it will get in the record this time. So there's this, YNC out there. He doesn't really care for me. Shocker. He's like, oh, B1, our people. I was like, Chief, I sent it. CLDJ sent it. My last battalion sent it. My reserve center sent it. You're now sending it. A PSC who works in Millington sent it. His W05 sent it. It's still not in my record.
That's 8 people.
Yeah. You tell me a fucking W05 couldn't get it in?
Yes, that I don't. That's what. No.
Yeah.
That's like the most unbelievable shit in the world. If a W05, yeah, no.
I shit on admin all the time. Like, I'm nice to him. I'll give everybody your due. Everybody gets one. Everybody gets one. I will give you your due diligence. But if I have to come back again, what we have a lot to do. I don't fucking care. Your job is administrative. Your job is to take care of the admin.
Yeah. Like
my job is to go support people who do actual shit. Like, I wouldn't even consider myself direct. I would consider myself adjacent, because I like using that word. No, I'm like indirect support for direct action personnel. You're way the fuck in the back.
Yeah.
I don't care what you have going on. I don't care if you're understaffed. That's for you to figure out. But it is your job to take care of it. So it's the fucking military, and it's the fucking VA, and it's, oh, I see it now. What do you mean you see it now? Like, did you not read this before you called me? Did you not screen this record at all? How about, hey, Mr. Rubino, I'm calling to confirm you did go at this time and then called us at this time, that this isn't a fluke? Hey, did you miss your appointment? Because we have a record that says you missed your appointment. Oh, never mind. I see it here now. It's 5 questions. It had to be like one line down. Did you fucking miss that somehow?
Dude, what pissed me off, dude, the drive from where I'm at is an hour. Almost to the second is an hour. Okay. I left work, and I'm not salaried. I'm an hourly employee. Now, don't get me wrong. I get paid very, very well.
It's principle to matter.
But still, I have to call my boss.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, PTO or non-PTO? I said, I'm taking unpaid time. I said, I'm going to use an hour of my lunch break. So that's one my drive there.
Yeah.
Now I'm taking it. In my head, I'm like 2 hours of unpaid time. I might probably be there for about an hour. Yeah. Right? It's fair enough, right? You think an appointment of this magnitude? I'm and I'm like probably 20, 30 minutes, but I'll give it an hour.
Yeah.
And I said, and I told my boss, I said, hey, by the time I'll be about 3 hours and I'll be back to work. I timed it, dude. 8 minutes. I waited in the waiting room for 5.
That's fucking heinous bullshit.
Yeah, dude. Like when I left, I walked out to the elevator. This was on the 3rd floor. Walked out to the elevator. There was like a financial firm, and I'm fucking just on the phone with my mom. I'm like, Mom, can I vent? I'm going to say some heinous shit, but can you please just fucking listen? She said yes, because she knew what was going on. Fuck these people. Fuck this. Like, I'm just getting it out because I'm just so beyond frustrated. It's not that I don't care. I don't give a fuck about the money. Let me make this very clear. It's not me trying to go from 90 to 100% because I want money in my pocket. I don't give a fuck about the money. I fucking don't. Is the money good? Yes, it's great. Whatever. But you can keep it. I just want it fucking documented that this is a fucking disability that's service connected. That's what I want.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about anything else. I just want to know that in the line of duty, this is what happened. I'm going to be taking care of the rest of my life like you fucking promised me. That's it. I don't want anything else. I don't. I really don't. You know, Hugh, you know. This
wasn't Fayetteville?
Yeah.
Maybe that's the problem. Maybe you went to a Southern dentist. They're used to just taking teeth out and saying, go back to work, Jim Bob.
Yeah,
maybe you should have went to somebody.
Jimmy's had no teeth since he was 7.
Maybe you should have went to a doctor north of the Mason-Dixon.
Yeah, hey, I wish I could, man. I wish I could. I'd fucking do it. You know what I mean? But this is what sucks. And it's, if there was a way I could be like, look, just put it in my fucking thing that it's a disability and keep the money, I would do it. Like, if that was an option.
Yeah, like, don't pay me. I just want to know. Do you see where I'm going with this? I just want to know you're going to pick up the bill like you're supposed to.
Yes.
Just keep the money. If you use that money towards the bill, that's fine.
Give it to another vet. Give it to a vet that he's a fucking amputee and he needs a leg. Like, I'm being serious. I'm not trying to be funny. Like, take that money that you were supposed to give me and give it to them. Give it to someone who is. I just want to know that my dental care, because now I'm having to have implants and I have to get bone grafting done.
Yeah.
This is the extent of this injury. So this wasn't like
fucking cheap either.
No.
Kevin used to chew ice. He cracked one of his fucking teeth and like retired and government employee. He still was like $1,200 out of pocket.
Dude, I looked at for the extent of what I need. So we'll go from start to finish. Okay. Because I went to 4 different dentists between Durham, Raleigh, and where I live. 4 different dentists. Because I'm trying to get all these fucking letters and all this shit, blah, 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 blah. So I'm doing my due diligence like I'm fucking asked to do. I asked one of the dentists, he was a periodontist. I said, since you're looking at my records, from the day this happened back in 2013, or wherever it was, I can't remember. See, this point is, I can't remember the fucking date at this point. I have to go look at my medical record, my dental record. So say, well, hypothetically, 2013. I think it's 2013. To today, how much would it cost me? He looks at me. He fucking goes, that's what he did. He went, I went, how much? And he goes, do you really want to know? I said, that's why I asked you the question, dude. And he goes, over 6 figures. And he goes, well, over 6 figures. And he goes, and that's me being conservative. For the amount of surgeries, procedures, teeth, I've had 5 sets of dentures that they've had to make. You know what I mean? Like, there's so much that has happened since the injury. We're looking at 11 plus years now, 10 plus years. It's over a decade. And the time of COVID where I couldn't get anything done.
Right.
Actually, my injuries got worse because I needed to get stuff done. And it created my teeth to shift, my natural teeth that I had. So it was just a shit show. So it's just, The biggest thing I was told, though, the doctor, he was cool. He was actually ex Navy dental, like way back in the day, like 80s. And he said, just stay consistent. He goes, as frustrating as it gets, he goes, don't back down. That's not what I'm doing. Like I'm almost to the point where I want to be like, I'm going to force them to fucking put it in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, fuck you. I'm winning this battle. Because, like, I'm not making it up. You know I'm not making it up. Everyone close to me knows I'm not making it up. I mean, these come out. I'm not going to do it on camera, but these are dentures.
Those things pop out like a gummed up grandma.
Don't get me wrong, they look great.
Blowy.
Yeah. Dude, that's what I'm fucking saying. If I ever had to fucking make some quick fucking money, dude, I'll start an OnlyFans page and do some weird shit. I don't give a shit. I've always said, do whatever I need to do to provide for the kids. I don't give a fuck.
$5 to subscribe, $10 to get me to stop harassing you.
Yeah. God made blindfolds for a reason. Anyway. I could mentally put myself in another fucking place. I don't give a shit. No, but it is what it is. That's my rant. You know what I mean? So anyway, it's been a rough. The reason I'm pouring multiple drinks. Bottles. By the way, Basil Hayden's, you make a beautiful, beautiful bourbon. And thank you for your subtle smoke.
Basil gave us free shit.
Jesus. But
dude, those fears are legitimate and they're fucking real, man. I'm looking at taking out a loan against my my TSP to try to finally get out from under some of my fucking debt, which is not that hard to do, as I understand it. Like, because then, you know, for X many.
No, I did it a couple times. It's actually pretty easy. It's fucking happened pretty fast.
All right, and then like, you just pay a little bit more back out of your paycheck to catch up whatever that amount is or some shit. But like,
I don't know how they do it now. I don't mean to stop you, but like with the 401ks, you might want to look into it. Like, I did an emergency withdrawal and I didn't have to pay anything back. I forget what it was.
Well, so I was talking to someone else who did this and they took it out of their TSP Roth from work. Okay. And you know, we work for the government, so it's like I'm taking out a loan, and I think there's no penalties, but
or no interest or something like that.
Something like that, yeah. But I have to pay it back.
Yeah, like
which is just putting it back. Yeah, they just take extra out of my paycheck, which is fine. But just like the thought alone of like having to go do anything with the federal government, financially speaking, just like scares the shit out of me.
The anxiety, bro.
Yeah,
it's so fucking shitty. It's not cool.
Dude, so our shipyard has one of these programs. I'm sure other ones do as well. For van pools. So if you have a certain number of people or what have you, they pay me to pay somebody to drive me in, save on parking spots, all that other cool shit, right?
Yeah.
Well, they sent us a letter and they're like, hey, you guys don't meet. Oh, no, sorry. So they sent one of our guys a letter. They're like, hey, we've been overpaying you. You've been giving your driver $230 a month. You should have only been giving him $95 a month. Keep in mind, the distance from his house to the office door is twice the distance as it is from his house to the parking spot. Okay, that's how close he lives.
I fucking love when you get technical because you're so agitated.
But they're like, hey, we overpaid you. You only should have been getting $95, which still is an absurd amount of money for what amounts to a 20-minute walk. But he's been in this van pool for 8 years.
This is. You remember our old episodes? You remember our old episodes where you would be like, well, I'm going to pull out this instruction and I'm going to show you on paragraph 4, subparagraph alpha,
I'm still
line
like
6.
I'm still like that.
It says I was right and you were wrong.
So my coworkers are like, you'll get tired of it. And I was like, it's been 16 years, man. I ain't changing. I haven't changed yet. I'm not going to change now.
It's so great. I love when you go on these fucking technicality rants because you're just like,
they sent us this fucking email and they're like, you know, you need to fix this. So he writes back. He's like, okay, how? It's been 2 weeks. Bitch hadn't responded.
Yeah.
And it's shit like that I'm like, why? We have these huge programs that are supposed to do something. How is it not a collateral duty? Like, how hard is it to manage van pools?
Just love
like we have to create a whole other fucking department for more dumb admin bitches to come in nice shoes and pants and skirts and take up fucking parking spot. You know why we wouldn't need van pools if they weren't taking up all the fucking parking with all these admin people.
It's fact.
Fucking send them the fuck home.
Who fuck your records up?
Who are fucking the records up, because for 8 years he's been getting $200 plus every fucking month to pay to his driver. Turns out they've been overpaying him. Now they're not collecting the money. They're not like, oh yeah, well, you owe us this money back. They're just like, our bad. It needs to get adjusted. But they also can't tell him how to do it because they don't know.
Toast.
Mazel.
Oh, that's funny. So, dude, I want to bring up something real quick. As if you guys follow our Instagram page, I've been putting a lot of fucking shit in our stories. Page? Shut up. You're such a dick. Anyway, there's this one page I found.
We would have a storefront and I wouldn't know about it.
It's facts. It's fucking so facts. It's you know what? I wanna record us like me walking you through how to set your equipment up. You're like, shut up, don't do that.
Remember how hard it was for me to get into the email?
Yeah, and what's funny is now I'm asking, hey, what's the password? So I want to share this. This is this page is one of my favorite pages. These guys are pretty fucking awesome. I've reposted a bunch of their posts and their stories, and they've like reliked them for us. You know what I mean? So it's pretty awesome. These guys are awesome. I want to reach out to them and see if we can get them on the show with us. So this page right here,
Drunky Old Man, yeah.
These guys are this shit is hilarious. If you don't know this page, you should definitely go to it. What's this? Let's see what this is. Here we go. So they got their own gear page and everything. But yeah, their Instagram, I love their logo. I just think their stuff's great. I like to do shout outs every once in a while, just when you find good quality shit on the internet that makes you laugh. So there have been a couple of times where I've been at work and I'm like, oh fuck, today, don't get me wrong, I love my job, but we all have those moments, and then this will pop up on my phone and I'll be like, yes, that's what I needed. I'm gonna call the next clients.
Like, oh good, we're back.
Yeah. So it's huge shout out to those guys. They're pretty awesome. I'm gonna fucking reach out to them here soon and see if we can get them on the show. I think it would be fun. So I wanted to give them a shout out because they've reposted and reliked our stuff. So I'm very appreciative of that. Always trying to get our podcast out there too. So it's cool. It's when you I guess in a sense, Hugh, we've talked about this before, like I guess content creators. I mean, we don't go as crazy as everyone else does. I know we're very sporadic. We've had a lot of more consistency lately, once we revamped, redid the logo and stuff like that. We have a lot of stuff coming up here soon. That's going to be pretty cool.
I don't think that it should be called content creator. I think it's got to be a third category.
Social media.
I don't like influencer.
Yeah, I don't like that either because it's
I don't like content creator. But I think if you do if you're have one of these pages that is providing support and
meme
help,
generator.
No, that's the absolute opposite direction. I'm thinking I don't know, social media assistant, health
social
assistant.
Media assistant.
There's it'll come to me when I'm too drunk and I won't remember it.
Oh, that's fun.
If your page provides data, information, help, influencer and content creator aren't the right word for you. There's something better than that. I just don't know what it is. But I know that it's out there. I wish I could find it. How do I find out who I follow?
It's not a tutorial. We'll do that later.
Well, because I'm trying to find there's this other because we talked about Mill Mama on the Run is a really good page, and there's another woman that I follow. She's a lieutenant commander on the surface side. She's I'm pretty sure she's a Chang now, which is a thing I recently learned.
Chang. It also sounds okay. So
I got a good story about this too. I think we are gonna have the same story. Go ahead.
Okay, hold on. Because I was an engineer from our first fucking three and a half years in. Chang has always sounded racist to me. I can't explain it. Tell me I'm wrong though.
There's a folder at work. It was Chang's
It means
folder.
chief engineer. It means chief engineer.
I know that now. So there was a folder at work called in the share drive called Chang's folder, but only the C was capital. And it was like, you know what? I fucking hate that people do this lazy shit. They just make a folder with somebody's name and put a bunch of shit in it instead of calling it what it's supposed to be called. I don't know how long ago this guy has worked here, but he's not here any fucking more. So why the fuck does Chang have his own fucking folder, this piece of shit? So I changed it to like
huge position in the military.
I was like, yeah, I didn't know that they were saying, oh, this is the Chang's folder, not just Chang, the mechanic, who like built a repository of information. So I changed it to like Tug Office Engineering. And it was like, hey, where the fuck's the Chang's folder? I was like, what's a Chang? I was like, is that the guy who used to work here? And they're like, no, it's the chief engineer. I was like, well, first of all, we don't have a chief engineer. This is a port operations department. It's not a ship. Also, I think it just clicked what you're talking about. And here, I'll show you how to find it.
Right? But dude,
I thought it was just some Asian dude who didn't work here anymore.
Low key sounds racist.
A little bit. Yeah. And also,
I'm not trying to be an asshole. Sounds racist.
If you're not like in that, like, I don't have in the CBs, we don't have Changs because everybody's a fucking engineer.
Yeah.
I had no fucking idea, man.
So, like on a ship, it's the chief engineer is your department head.
Yeah, I know that. Again, I know that now.
And then it's the MPA.
I just thought it was some Asian dude.
Your main
Chang.
propulsion. Well, it depends on what.
Yeah, but MPA doesn't sound like a Vietnamese dude who just has a folder on the share drive that he doesn't work here anymore. But we can't afford to change the name of it because we have all hot linked it to the desktop, so we can't afford to change the fucking name anymore. Oh no, it doesn't exist. The whole fucking shop fell apart. But anyway, there's this other woman. I gotta find her page, and I'll put a link on our Facebook. Hers is pretty fucking good. And it, like the first one that I saw was like classic when you know the chief of the LPO didn't read the eval before it got to your rating official. And it's like, I don't know how I get anything done in here with this dump truck ass and this banging personality to boot. I was like, I've written one of those. I 100% have submitted an eval like that because I was like, guys, it's been 4 months. What do you want me to put down here? Oh, well, what can you do between now and November or March to like really make yourself stand out? I don't know. I could fucking flip a Humvee, drive forklift through the galley or something, but nothing positive if that's what you're looking for. I've showed up, turned out he can breathe, wipes his own ass. Submit.
I had a buddy who wrote one as a joke and gave it to our chief. He's in the fucking write-up, he wrote, proud to say that I have the strongest back in the department for carrying this fucking department through the last 12 months. He goes, he gave it to our chief as a joke, like as a total joke. He goes, I want a fucking calm, followed up by a nam, followed up by a fucking flock. Like, and he goes, and I want these all presented on a Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of the week prior to my birthday. And he wrote, if you don't know when that is, look at my service record. Look,
I've gone into work before and gone in the morning meeting and they're like, oh, Hugh, how's it going? Back's kind of hurting today, man. They're like, oh, really? What happens? I'm just fucking carrying the weight from all you bitches.
It's great when you do that shit. It's so great. It's so great. Our chief was cool. Our chief was real cool about it because what he did was he brought it up. We had our biannual training, like huge fucking massive anti-terrorism force protection trainings.
Yeah.
And he put it up on one of the slideshows. He goes, hey, real quick, I want to show you guys, for all you E5 and above, how not to write a fucking eval. And he goes, anyway, Ramirez is a dick. Ramirez is a dick. We all know this. So it was cool that he was actually like, it was one of those moments where you're like, okay, chief, that was pretty fucking awesome that you did that. You know what I mean?
Well, I like when people write shit in there and then send it to me and it says like promote this person as civilian.
That's fucking great.
I'm like, what the fuck? And I look at them and I'm like, oh yeah, no, that adds up.
Oh yeah. No,
maybe just not recommended for retention. Maybe just check that little box down there.
It's so rough when you get that, dude.
Oh, I've never gotten one because I'm not a piece of shit, but I've slapped a few.
No, I'm saying like when you see them get it, you're just.
I sent a while back when I was at LPO and I actually had like 20 of them to write, or to approve. I'll kick them back. Like if you haven't read the fucking 1610 TAC F now, it implicitly states members don't write their fucking evals.
Mm-hmm.
So if I get it and it looks like ass, I'll kick it back. I'm like, I'll wait. I'll fucking. I don't give a shit. The
You're
battalion
not supposed to
it.
write your own one.
It implicitly states in there.
I know.
I'm like,
I said that to one of my chain of commands. They were like, "Hey, we need you to write your eval." I'm like, no.
Here's my fucking list. Like, no. I will write my eval, but I'll send it with my bullet point shit as well. But I'll send it back. But Chief's like, oh, we need him by December 15th. They're second classes. We have plenty of time. I will wait. I will fucking wait. And you can go around me if you want to, but I will fucking wait. They're your people. Write them. We'll have it work with them. I don't give a fuck. Call them. Tell them you write up shit. So when I finally got all through that, I sent my chief 2 files. I'm like, here are the good ones, and here are the not recommended for retentions. And he's like, why'd you send them in 2 files? I'm like, because you need to review the not recommended for retentions. Because if you're going to change them, we have to have a conversation. Because I'm not keeping people just because we need people. First of all, I don't need anything. All right. The Mark 1 Abrams tank can fire around from the one side of Iraq to the entire other part of Iraq. I don't need people. Okay. And none of these people I would trust to pull the trigger on anything. So we're reviewing them. We'll talk about them, but you're fucking reviewing them.
Yeah. I had one that, not recommended for recommended cross rating. Like you can stay in the fucking Navy, but being a master arms is a little different, I guess, because you're enforcing. I mean,
no, dude, I'm with all of them, dude. Like never been on a ship before, right? Until I got up here. Now I'm on the fucking submarines. I get 100%. Like if you're a fucking EM2 or you're an electrician's mate, bro, you cross one fucking wire. Up is now down on the submarine. You know,
same thing with MA. Like MAs is just
the emergency blow. Rewiring.
Kill people. You can fucking kill people. Yeah.
Right. Even like, don't get me wrong, being a CB is fucking easy. We let legitimate retards be CBs. I've seen them. I work for a lot of them.
I had that.
There are still some of them where I'm like, no, wouldn't trust you to swing a hammer.
Yeah, I had that with this one guy. I caught him. I wrote him the fuck up. They denied. I literally wanted to send this motherfucker to Captain's Vest. I wanted to fucking get him DRB. I wanted him to fucking just ride the wave. You know what I mean? I caught him submarine base, sleeping on the fucking main ECP to the fucking sub piers, sleeping in the fucking guard shack. And it wasn't just like, oh, I fell asleep. It was feet the fuck up on the desk.
Oh my God.
Kicked back in the fucking chair. I was able to detach his fucking duty belt and take it back to the precinct with me. And then 2 hours later, he had his oh shit moment. I wrote him up. Then I wrote his eval. I wrote him up. That didn't fucking get pushed by the command. So I said, fuck the command. These people are assholes. Wrote his fucking eval with recommendation for fucking cross rate, right? Obviously, you want him to stay in, but I don't want him as an MA. They fucking gave him a fucking MP. Yeah.
Did I work with this guy?
That was the moment. I think I remember I talked to you about this. That was the moment I knew I was done with the U.S. Navy.
Oh yeah, dude. Those are some killer moments, man. You got to make some fucking life choices.
I wanted to throw up.
I work with this guy. He's a great sailor. I mean, unfortunately, he's a bosun's mate, so he's kind of gay. But other than that, that might be his least redeeming quality. But other than that, good dude.
He's kind of gay, not all the way gay. He's just kind of gay.
Well, he's bosun's mate gay. Like all rope.
Dude, we know those.
So he got a worse eval than this other guy who does other stuff. It's not relevant. But we work hand in hand with this other dude, and this guy's like perpetually doesn't answer his phone, doesn't give a shit that equipment he's using we're responsible for isn't being maintained, doesn't care that it's breaking, doesn't care that he's missing appointments for sailors because he's got really important collateral fucking duties. This guy gets a fucking higher eval than the guy that we work with. And I'm like, you know what, man? Listen, just don't re-enlist. Tell them you're not re-enlisting.
Yeah.
He's like, well, I don't know. It doesn't matter. Just tell them I'm not re-enlisting because you gave a legitimate window licking, cum guzzling hose beast a higher eval because he's your fucking golden boy, but he doesn't know his asshole from a hole in the ground. And it's that attention to detail is why I'm getting the fuck out and I'm gonna go make a fuck ton of money as a civilian. And then you can come over here, come work with us. We get out at 3. We immediately stop worrying about work. There's no collateral duties. If a nuclear meltdown happens, guess what? They can't make you come in. So fuck them. That kind of shit right there. Like, I get when sailors are like, oh no, I'm gonna get out. But for a while, I was like, hey, listen, you're like, give it like one more command. Give it one more command. Give it one more try. No, dude, fuck that. Like, you're telling me the fucking eval goes all the way up to the fucking CO, and even he knows what's fuck is going on, and nobody's doing anything about it. No, I'm all right. Get up. Your mic's off, buddy. And you click the setting button.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
There we go. There we go. No, it's definitely frustrating. Like when I dealt with this one individual, it was to see him get an MP. And the crazy part is that he got promoted to E5 a year later. It's just
totally unrelated, but I've had that happen when the guy, he got demoted to E4. So, and because of that, he was supposed to be higher tenured out, but he had taken the advancement exam for E6 and he made it. So they said, well, because you made it, we're going to promote you back to E5 and now you're no longer higher tenured out. But he got fucking busted down for DUI. So they're like, well, you would have made first, so we'll make you second again. You're no longer higher tenure. That's not why he shouldn't be in, guys.
Yeah.
It's the drinking and driving.
Yeah. Like, yeah, dude, it's just it was so frustrating. And I know I've been out for which is crazy to fucking say that
over a decade.
A year. Right?
Almost a decade?
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, it's crazy to fucking think that. I know a lot's changed, especially when I was talking about Genie with like writing, signing the fucking DD-214. You go like, no, Billy, it's online, and I'm like, that doesn't make sense in my brain.
Digital signature.
But I also got retired 5 years before I was supposed to. I got forced retired at 15 years instead of 20. So you know what I mean? Like it was.
Oh, dude, you got retired in 2015.
That's
perfect. Could you imagine retiring during COVID?
No, that's what would have happened.
I think you lucked out.
Yes. Oh, trust me, I know. I've had people tell me that, dude. I would have retired fucking September of 2020.
About that. Oh no, that was a terrible time.
Yes, dude. It was like right at the like. Oh fuck, we're all dying.
Dude, remember I was in California for that C school, and they were like, "Stay in your rooms," and I was like, "I definitely did that."
Yeah, from the balcony, dickhead. Like,
yeah, it was a tough time, man. Somebody had to do it though.
Oh,
you know, not all of us.
But I mean, it was just even back then, what bothers me, like I was watching the fucking Mick Honea. I was looking at his. From what I can tell, he looks like the change the Chiefs mess needs from like what he's writing as instructions. Well, what bothers me is I had a fucking chief when I was getting ready to get out. He's like, "Oh, you want to put on khakis one day?" And I was like, "No, I don't." And he's like, "What do you mean? That's the increase in pay." I said, honestly, from what I've seen, I don't want to be part of that fraternity. And he goes, now, don't get me wrong. Like, if that got promoted, I'd fucking get promoted. Obviously, at the time, I would have taken more money from my family and my kids, obviously. Absolutely. But what always made me sick, and I'm going to piss a lot of people off saying this shit because I have a lot of buddies that are fucking chiefs, senior chiefs, and master chiefs. And sorry, guys, but me personally, I didn't fucking like that look. I didn't like the goat locker. I don't like that look. I don't like how being a ship sailor, a surface sailor, that all the officers sleep in the same fucking hallway, but the chiefs have their own fucking sleeping quarters.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And then all the enlisted just have to fuck. Like, you're still enlisted, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I can understand, like, maybe a master chief, like.
Or the Cobb.
Or CMC, Cobb.
Yeah.
You get your own. You earn that. Fuck yeah. But fucking like, I'm gonna fuck this dude. I'm gonna fucking say him because he was an asshole. Chief Kanoonan. That motherfucker deserved to sleep in the bilge.
Sounds like a dickhead.
Yeah, he was an asshole.
I had to do a bunch of CDBs at drill this week, and I had 2 sailors that were like, I don't want to make chief. And my senior chief,
that chief I mentioned, it's like 25 fucking years ago. So it's I don't
He's
even know if
probably
he's alive.
So they had two sailors that are like, I don't want to make chief. And my senior chief was like, why not? And I was like, whoa. What's with the tone, senior? And he's like, well, why wouldn't they want to make chief? I was like, no, senior, it's like this. Guys, I was like, why don't you want to, what would you rather do instead of making chief? And one was like, I just want to work.
Yes, that's how I was.
He's like, I just want to work.
I just want to work.
And I looked at the other guy. I was like, what about you, man? He goes, I don't think that I would excel in that community based on my current interactions. It's like, those are good answers, man. I was like, senior, are you just, so then like afterwards I was like, senior, are you just mad because they don't want to be chiefs? Like, did you even think that, like, first of all, we need people who just work. I need first classes who just work.
I just wanted to work. That's all I was. I prided myself on being the buffer. And you know how this was. You know how this is. You're a BU1. Being the buffer between the E5 and belows to the chiefs and above.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed that role because I loved helping my junior. To this day, I am proud to fucking say, to this day, 4 months ago, I had someone that worked for me as an E2 wrote me a fucking email asking my opinion on how to handle a situation with a sailor they have, and they're in E7 now.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, MA1, I know it's been a long time.
Don't use my slave name.
But not just that. But I thought it was awesome. I'm like, if I made that impact as an E6, because I'm eating off the same fucking mess decks they are. I'm sleeping in the same fucking quarters they are. I was always one of those E6s that I'm not going to ask you to do something if I'm not going to do it with you, or I've done it myself.
That's why I sewed on my. I sewed on my patches on my first uniform just one time to say that I did it.
Yeah, like I had a sailor, that wrote me on my LinkedIn page. Sounds crazy. Wrote me on my LinkedIn page. Wrote me a recommendation. I don't know if you use LinkedIn or not.
I do actually.
Okay. So you know how you have the recommendations.
Yeah,
right?
People can leave you like accolades and support like the characteristics and traits that you list.
I had a sailor that worked directly for me and wrote this. Fantastic leader with high standards. Billy is the definition of selfless leadership as well as service leadership. He earned respect through example, and I enjoyed working with him. So, to me, if the Chiefs mess, every one of them had service leadership, it'd be a different Navy. It'd be a completely different, because now you're given this opportunity to be, and we've talked to members of other branches of the military where they know that the E7 ceremony is the most coveted promotion in the U.S. military. Right or wrong?
100%. I think the Navy takes it farther than anyone else, but yes, it's
100% because it is
ceremonies in the United States military.
It is stamped with over 200 years of tradition.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
April 1st, 1893.
Which is amazing, right? Now, if that E7, E9 in the Navy looked at it as a service leader position instead of a fucking fraternity, the Navy would never, ever, ever have a fucking Manning issue.
It's probably not untrue. Probably not
and
untrue.
That's something as an E6, when I have a sailor that worked for me in 2010, take the time without being preempted to write that on my fucking LinkedIn page.
Yeah. It's a pretty big deal.
But if you just translate that to the E7 and above, and I'm not saying every E7 and above in the Navy's bad. I have some buddies that I served with that I would love to fucking work for them as senior chiefs and master chiefs because I just know they're just good fucking human beings and they fucking take care of the sailors. But if it was led with service leadership, it'd be a different Navy.
Yeah.
Hands down. It's active and reserve side.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Yep.
That all having been said, I did not make it this year, which is fine because I'm working on my LDO packet.
I'm excited when you do because I'm going to be there.
I want to be so conflicted.
It's gonna be so crazy,
But
because I'm gonna be naked and I'm gonna fucking be on stage and I'm gonna just have my dick swinging out and I'm gonna put your cap on.
For those of you that have friends on the active duty side that are E6s that are eligible, results come out Monday, the 19th, 1100 Eastern time. So keep your phones ready.
To get promoted.
Absolutely.
100%.
I got one guy in my office, 100%. Actually, 50%, because I kind of don't really want to lose him. It's a great laborer and a great first class, but obviously, because then I'm just left with shit after that. So, but you know, he'd be the chief of the office, and then I would get everything I want because we're on the same page. The only thing holding me back from getting everything I want is the current administration there. So,
no, okay, good talk.
Yeah. So,
no, I mean,
Monday the 19th, 1100 Eastern time. Keep a lookout. My Navy HR will post it probably on Facebook first.
Yeah,
I don't know how it always makes it Facebook first, but My Navy HR will have active duty results for Chief. So keep a lookout.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty awesome. I hope, good luck to everyone that fucking made board. I hope they get selected. It's a good thing. It's a promotion, but through that whole rant that I had, maybe some of these people are gonna get promoted here at service leadership. Lead by example. Don't fall into the fraternity bullshit. Like Hugh, I hope you make it, man, because I know you'll fucking do great things. You know what I mean? Like I know your people.
I don't know.
You will. You will. You just don't know how to take a compliment, you fucking asshole.
I know. I do know how to take a compliment. I've been really thinking a lot about using my powers for evil in the coming years. So I don't know. I'm weighing my options.
No, I'm not gonna fucking let that happen, dude. I will fucking mushroom stamp everyone at your fucking pinning ceremony. I don't give a shit, dude. I don't give a fuck. Listen, I ain't afraid of jail, motherfucker. I don't give a shit.
You're gonna pop right out. You're already ready.
Look, I don't have a wife. I don't have a fucking girlfriend. I got some kids that I might have to fucking answer some questions to later on in life, but I don't give a shit, dude.
We're showing your kids this episode when they turn 18.
Oh, please don't. Oh my God. Dude, don't even, dude. My oldest is turning 15 in fucking October, bro. I signed her up for driver's ed. My bro.
Oh, perfect. You have a perpetual Uber.
No. I don't want her behind a fucking wheel of anything that's motorized. No.
Well, you're gonna be in the backseat passed out drunk.
Well, okay, maybe
doing McDonald's runs, dude.
Oh, sorry. I'd wake her up at 2 a.m. Get the fuck up and go get me food.
Hey, daddy's fat ass wants a McDouble. Let's go.
That's right. Hey, listen, dude, I've lost 15 more pounds since last time.
And you look great, by the way. But also, I know 5 fat people, and you're 4 of them.
So. You're such an asshole.
What are those jokes that are always like? I'm sorry. Before we wrap this up, those jokes that are always like women are always like friendly to each other's face, but they're bitchy behind each other's back, and then dudes are bitchy to each other's face, but then after the fact, they're like, I didn't know you didn't like him. Oh, I love that dude. He's like my best friend. Why would you say that? You called him a fat cunt. Well, he is a fat cunt. That doesn't mean I don't like him.
I'm not denying it. I am a fat motherfucker. Like, I need to lose weight. Like, we've all established this. Like, but no, well, listen, dude, it's been a blast. We appreciate everyone listening. We're still working on a bunch of stuff, so stay tuned to we have to post more.
I actually got the new invitation email drafted, so it is going to start going out to guests. I'm pretty excited. I actually sent it out to a friend of mine. We're like, hey man, does this make me sound like a drunken tard, or does this actually sound like I have a legitimate thing going? He's like, little column A, little column B. But
run it through ChatGPT. Tell him to fucking clean it up and make it sound professional.
I didn't know you could use ChatGPT for your resume. A buddy of mine got offered $100,000 job with that.
Yes, dude.
Features now, man.
I fucking take my customers' fucking email questions and I put it in Chat GPT. I go generate a response and I fucking put it and send it to him. I don't give a shit.
Features now, dude.
Hey, whatever. It sounds more professional. I don't give a fuck. Hey, look, it's smarter than I am. I'm going to use it. But no, we appreciate everyone listening. Make sure to check us out on Spotify, iHeartRadio, and all the other podcast platforms. We're working on a website eventually that will be there, and we'll post everything to our socials. Always check Facebook and Instagram at Liberty Risk Podcast. That's where you can find us, and we're going to be having more guests on here than the norm. Real quick shout out to Jeannie. She's traveling all over the fucking southeast of the U.S. trying to find that new location where she's going to be living and working, opposed to North Dakota. So we wish her the best because she's been on here the last couple of episodes, and we live streamed her fucking retirement, which was still pretty fucking awesome.
That was pretty cool.
Yep. All right. Well, we appreciate you guys listening. I hope you all have a good night, and we'll see you next time. Take it.
Good night, guys.